All right, so we're skipping introduction this whole entire week. Like I said before, I'll say it again. Not doing intro and outro this whole week. Week after, the next 2.5, 3 weeks, taking an absolutely huge, ginormous, absolutely well-deserved vacation. Vacation with my beautiful, awesome, like on my mom's side, grandparents, great grandparents almost, and on my uncle's side too. So he's coming over pretty soon. He's gonna stay here for almost a whole month. That's crazy. That is. It's, not to get too personal and private with you guys information, but he was originally supposed to move to like not Rancho Cucamonga or not Cancun, Mexico either. Not even Cabo San Lucas, but there's another one. And it's called Michoacan or Azteca. Or one of those two places. Agorene. Unfortunately, a hurricane hit it 2 months ago. He was supposed to originally move over there in that part of Mexico, but unfortunately, plans got delayed. So, and my just like a lot of my family members don't know, I do like not YouTube video content videos for a living. He doesn't know that I do that shit either. Sadly, he's more of like, if any of you guys know that I'm a crazy alternative media, like wild, like underground news, just the news conspiracy theory stuff. He gets way more deep in that, and he's like, I think he's like 63 or 67. I'm very, very close to my mom's side of my uncles, my mom's side, which is my uncle's his brother or her brother. Very, very super close. He gets into the whole alien thing, the cryptid things, the ET, UFO, UAP shit. He's way more extra deep, brother, and he's a little bit of a Nancy, sadly. And he even gets to some other extra crazy stuff I cannot even say at all on YouTube. That's where I get my old school conspiracy theory tinfoil hat shit from, besides the old school AJ Jones and Mark Dice. But anyways, yeah. 2 other breaking news before I get into this actual thing, because I feel like an absolute freaking goddamn idiot for not saying it before, not doing it before. I reacted to her whole little quick trailer on Shylily clips, but 3 days ago the full documentary came out, even though it's a mini small documentary. I thought it was 15 minutes or 60 minutes. Oh, never mind. It's less than 9 minutes. Okay. But maybe one day she'll do a full movie. That'd be awesome. She'll probably do it for a Patreon or Twitch streamers or something. But a day in the life of Shylily. Before I get into that, I swear to God, not into politics, but Bo Biden, and his son Hunter Biden. Not trying to get into it deep. You know what? All the side, and even though granted I know it's a left-right paradigm, it's not real. A lot of this shit's just bread and circus. I just see it. My personal policy opinions, it's just a fake bread and circus bullshit show when it comes to American politics. It's probably the same thing in Canada and maybe the UK and European politics. I don't know how the fuck they work over there, but it's a fake bullshit world stage, Broadway stage. That's the way I see it. But I know some of you guys are, hopefully don't fight me in the comment section. This is why it's very polarized when it comes to politics. I stay far the fuck away from it. And this brings a lot of evil, demonic, messed up, real hardcore beliefs and ideologies that just clash forever and ever and ever. But Bo Biden, I just heard, this was some way off the wall news, but the one dude, that guy in there, something, I only remember his last name, something Johnson. Jim Johnson or Ryan Johnson? The one that's not because the other dude was the McCarthy dude that was like the dude for a while. That was like the whole center Republican side of the far leftist, far rightist Republican side of the freaking aisle, whatever. I don't care what side of the aisle you guys swing on, by the way. Believe it or not, heck you want. I don't care. Just have some sort of faith in ideology. For me, it's Yahshua, Yahweh, Hashem, Jesus, God, Abba the Father, Holy Spirit. Since I came from an evangelical Christian background. But I will say this, granted, as much as crazy, as much profanity and vulgarity and pervertedness as I am still a little bit of the evangelical Christian beliefs. I still have a lot of Christian ideology beliefs, in my personal opinion. I don't get into that too much in this channel because I try to stay away from politics and religion. That brings the badness out of people when you confront them with that shit. Other than that, if they said they want to impeach the fuck out of Biden. They want to impeach the fuck out of the president of the United States. That's insane. Holy shit. If that happens, that means the camel bitch is going to take over. I always learned, even when I was I know they're all lying, bullshit institutions or from government nowadays. But when I was like, I don't know, I guess from 1 to 19, 20 years old, before I woke up when I was almost like 20, barely 21 at the time, I started waking up to a lot of the lies that the school institutions and the college institutions taught me all these years. I'm going to get to the reaction. I swear I'm going to get to this reaction. I just had to get this off my chest. I remember vividly, clearly, that every time President of the United States, unfortunately, if they get, Samurai, Assassin's Creed. If they get Assassin's Creed, and that's not what I'm saying. If they end up, hitting the floor, pushing up daisies, they get deceased. If they get unalived by somebody that really, really hates them, or if they get sick real bad, they get cancer, leukemia, or tumors or something and they pass away real quick. Or if they do some gross, grotesque, disgusting ass shit, the vice president is supposed to take over. That means Kamala Harris. Kamala freaking Harris may be next year. I'm not saying this shit will happen, but if it does, I'd be extra mind blowing as fuck to me. I've never seen that during my almost 35 years of living in my lifetime. It'll be the first time. Kamala Harris will end up being the pure president of the United States, not just the vice president anymore. It's always supposed to be the vice president that takes over the president's position the second the president can't handle his job, like leading the country and all the other shit. When he's not able to like rule the country anymore or like support everything that the country does and all that stuff, making all these deals with Russia, China, etc., all this other stuff. You know, granted, beyond this thing, all these just puppets to me personally. These people in my personal life position, the only power that they have is money and profit and a lot of materialism. That's the only power they have. All this other shit, to me personally, I know it sounds like an old school crazy conspiracy theory, but it's either the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, World Economic Forum, or fools like either Jared Kushner, Jeff Bezos, Gil Bates, or something, the Council of Nine, beyond the United Nations. Personally, to me, whoever really, really runs this fucking planet, those are the ones that are calling all the shots in every single part of the country. Whether that's China or the Middle East with the small hat people, which I can't say. The ones, unfortunately, in that if you say anything bad about them, you're an anti-Semite person, you know. I think those are the ones that are to rule this planet, this world, or it's possibly North Korea or China. Who knows? Or it could be something. I don't know who the fuck runs it. Anyways, that, and then I have one more thing about, I'm going to do a double thing about Matt Rifle and QT Cinderella. I'll do that in a separate video. And E3. There was more up to E3. That thing is dead in the coffin. So, let's go.
This is Las Vegas. It's expensive. Anxiety levels are through the roof. It's up to me and my responsibility.
Remember this. I might pause a little bit here and there if I feel like she's saying wrong. This might actually make or break me unsubscribing not just Shylily's channel and not following her on Twitch anymore. Or it might make me not watch any of the Eclipso, like live stream clips and VTube moment. I may end up unsubscribing to those two channels. If she says something, anything I massively disagree with, I'm going to be putting my my transformative input takes on this. My opinion. Oh. Don't hate me. I'm only drinking this because KSI owns this a lot more than Logan Paul. This shit's good. Hey, let's go.
We are currently
I love that. Awesome.
Mother hacking Las Vegas, the States. First time for me. But yeah, we made it. We're in Las Vegas. And the whole reason we are here is TwitchCon.
I don't want to sound like a fucking Gen Xer or old boomer from the World War I, World War W-2 area with just fools, fucking narcissistically idealism bullshit. Look at me. Shout out to my boys like Joey B. Tunes and Odin's Men. Those guys and Tom Likas and my dude, Faded Holy Soldier, and freaking KJ, and the other three. RFB, freaking Jacob, aka his real name I found out was Jonathan, aka Jake the Snake Tabber, ISIRAEAEL, Save a Graze Assault, and Never Lose True Kafka. They saw that shit right on the wall, big time. When they, look at me. Even way back in the days when smartphones came out, I never took any of those selfies when I was 17 or like 21 years old. I was still way self-conscious about talking on the camera. I hated listening to my fucking voice. Even when like the 90s, early 2000s, when you had to use the old school VHS camera recorder things, like I hate it with a passion listening to my fucking voice. It sounded like a very, not safe for word, let's just say British cigarette. I sounded like a British cigarette so freaking bad. The slang term for a British cigarette, I can't say. That's what I sounded like. A bundle of sticks. Unless from but then as time grew on, thank God my voice got a lot more deeper and lower. But let's go. I still like that. I'm glad they still got a few esports fools that go to TwitchCon. That's good. That's good shit. I like that. That's good.
Meet and greets are crazy and stressful as well because you want to meet as many people as possible because they made you. They are the reason I'm even on that stage to begin with.
But I'm glad she admires and admirizes the hell out of her fans, not like Pokemon just uses them like a bunch of freaking piggy banks. I'm glad, Shylily, Liliana, I'm glad that you said that. Thank you very much for pointing that statement out.
Also have to find this perfect balance of a person comes up to the meet and greet and you see like this line of 300 more people and
Jesus
they are wanting to get a few words out before they collect a signature, maybe a photograph and stuff.
I love all your things and stuff.
Thank you so much. You're so cute. I love you.
I love cosplaying as you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I wish I could give everyone the time they deserve, but that is literally impossible because that would just mean that you would just be stuck talking to people for hundreds of years.
Hi, I'm Numi, Shylily's BF.
Oh! That's the first time I hear it, even though, granted, I've seen her face before. I've seen what it looks like. The one that knew me and Bao. I've only followed these fools for like a year and a half. I didn't know who knew me, Bao, and User was till like April 2022 last year. Not that long ago. Same with the other one too, besides her, and Buff Pup. And all these other clicks. Like I said before in that trailer reaction teaser thing, a lot of these people are like in... And it makes sense too. This is not me. Maybe, I don't know if it's an age gap generational thing or not. Because with my generation, the only shit that we used back in the day is either old school Facebook, Newgrounds, MySpace, Tiny Chat, old school Tumblr, and Daily Motion, and Live Journal too. That's all we had. And then like Daily something, Daily Booth. Super old school shit. And Omegle. It died like 2 months ago. And Chat Roulette. That's all we had when I was like in middle school, high school. That's it. We didn't have all these super superchargedly advanced things like Twitch TV or Twitch TV Amazon and how new school YouTube is. Or freaking TikTok, Discord, fucking WhatsApp app. We didn't have none of that shit growing up. We had to do it. Sometimes we had to physically still call friends, not through an old school phone, but I remember with the flip phones, the Blackberries, the 2K. This is gonna make me like a super old ass man. Sound like a super old ass fucking man. But I remember those days, bro, where you had to go see your friends across the street at the corner. Especially me. In a way, I'm kind of glad. I'm very, very fucking happy. I swear to God, I'm making this not about me, about Shylily and Numi and Bao and all these fools. That's cool. They showed Numi. I didn't expect her to be in the freaking mini documentary. That's cool. I know what she's about. I'm not going to say she's like a super lewd VTuber, but, and no offense to anyone in the LGBTQI plus community, she was on that top bottom stuff. I'm not going to like completely judgmentalize her too much. I mean, I see the cute little like anime waifu succubus devil horns on her. I get it. A lot of these fools, and like I said before, it's a generational. A lot of them probably are still in high school or college. They still have no idea how the fucking physical real life reality works. The flesh and bone of physical life, real life reality works. That's not me calling them, like I said before in the other video, idiots or Neanderthals or dumbasses or pigeons or sheeps. Even though it kind of looks like that a little bit. Brainwalking worker hive mind. They're not a worker bee, that's for sure. Because I'd be having a shitty ass 9 to 5 shitty ass grocery store job I had before I was doing my motel job, which paid a fuckload more. Thank God I knew what the real world was like. I still don't know. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm the Albert Einstein or Oppenheimer. I know everything. I'm a Neil deGrasse Tyson or Bill Nye the Science Guy or Mudahar, like some wondering gamers. Like, I'm nowhere on those levels at all. Level of intellect. I mean, I did get my computer engineering degree, but yeah, some of these people are just, I'm not going to say narcissistic, nihilist, and idealistic, you know, I just said that earlier, like 3 or 5 minutes ago during this reaction, but some of them are so brainwashed to like the ending time, like to me. And just, like I said, I was in the age of Blackberries and two-way flip phones, and I'm glad I came from the ghetto, the hood, Section 8 projects when I was still living in Harlem, New York, and then upstate New York, and over here in a real bad area, because many people don't know. I know she's coming here as an American tourist. People are ever going to... I get it, I understand. It's probably the same thing with Los Angeles and Times Square, New York City, LA, San Francisco, San Diego, all those touristy Hollywood Boulevard places, or Florida, Texas, Dallas, Houston, or Chicago. All these big, giant touristy cities over here in the United States of America. I get it. This is probably going to be the first and last only time they ever get to see stuff over here, even though I call it the shithole in most of my videos, shithole Vegas, Nevada. Because the second you go past that freaking strip in Fremont Street, it's literally like every other city. It's almost like a second Los Angeles, honestly. There's a shitload, and I don't want to sing a sob story or any of that. When I was in middle school over here in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm not going to say which one it was, but if any of you people still live out here, many people know where the Best Buy is, where Katy... Go to Katy Street and Maryland Parkway. You'll know which middle school I went to. I'm not going to dox anyone over there either, but I'm just going to call it Will Middle School. That's the one I went to. There was a shit ton of homeless people. Riots in the street every week, every month. Those apartments I lived in the first 2.5, 3 years of my life, I felt like I was living in Compton, Inglewood, places where Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, all these fools that were living in really shitty ass, fucking disgusting ass gutter places. I was from the gutter. I knew what it was like to be like not having a piece of fucking butter or bread, a piece of candy or chocolate, not eating for a week or two. As I used to actually be a lot more thinner in middle school, I believe it or not. Even though I'm a little bit of a husky dude now, because I lived out here in the boonies countryside of Vegas for a while now. Thank God. Because I saved up my money and my time and to build like this little mini house for me. Thank God, me and my roommate. Thank fucking God, honestly, because that shit scared the fuck out of me, honestly. Knowing that I had to like wait. I don't know when I was going to eat next time. I wasn't homeless, thank God, because I was still living with my parents at the time, too. We were just barely making ends meet. Hour to hour, they were making paycheck to paycheck, bro. And all these apartments, we had to keep moving from this one, that one, other one. It was a torturous hell living out here. Past the streets of, like, the glitz and glamour of the whole strip of Las Vegas and Fremont Street, there was a shit ton of fucking homeless people out here, bro. They could barely get fucking by. Barely, and I'm not trying to preach to the choir and being Democrats. There's a lot of really poor, especially the historic West Side area. I didn't live in that side, but it's even way more extra poor. People are barely eating or sleeping and barely even getting any jobs. I can't even imagine the ones that are baby mamas trying to raise their families in this city. It's so goddamn fucking expensive, bro. They gotta be penny pinching to literally survive out here in the city, bro. It really is. It's like every other city almost. The other areas like Summerlin, Henderson, and the boonies, or where I live in the CH Hills area, we're doing okay for ourselves. Thank God. Because I had to bust my ass tooth and fucking goddamn nail to get my college degrees, my computer engineering degrees. Bust my ass hard as fuck in this life to get to where I am now compared to I was like 12, 14 years ago. Hold on. I'll talk to you guys in a second. I almost have my pizza food delivery thing here. Okay, so after a good 2.5 hours eating, absolutely hashtag not sponsored or not promoted at all, Papa John's Shakaroni Pizza. One of the best ones I probably ate of 2023. So I'm a mess. Hopefully they have it more in 2024. I knew the dudes at Freemason, Luminance, whatever. Yeah. Pizza's bomb. Chef's kiss. I'm going to get to this Numi one.
Into people for hundreds of years.
Hi, I'm Numi.
I'm sorry I had to get off the choir. I know I was preaching to the choir, but real quick, the one I was telling you about how Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, and earlier Mashar Ali, gotta get credit as my dude, John, aka Jacob, Isirael. I'm gonna get to this in a quick second. Please watch the rest of the video down below at the link if you don't want to hear me talk about it. This is the one I was talking about. The one that had Marishala. I can never say this dude last. I can maybe say his last name easily. Ali, aka Marishala or Marishala Ali. I know the other two names easily. Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke. I literally grew up watching so freaking many of their movies, also 90s kids. So I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of these young directors, producers, the people that work at Netflix, a lot of them were probably 90s kids back in the day. Because they make a lot of nostalgic shows about the 1990s. I thought it was going to be 2024 they were going to start doing that. But yeah, To Leave the World Behind. This one was a freaking... Some parts were a freaking bloodbath in these movies. I was actually talking to my roommate about it a little bit. They thought it was kind of creepy, kind of weird. I mean, look at that. This one, I could tell she's a little bit of an SJW. The only thing that made it like 2-3% woke was this little piece of freaking crap here, in my opinion. And then they made Julia Roberts kind of like the Karen, like, oh, she's a racist white lady. She's so racist. She's so racist and bigoted towards black people. Like, they kind of pushed that agenda pretty hardcore. But then again, because she said some like one little quick little quirk joke, I guess the hot tea kettle ain't black. Spoilers. And it was good. The beginning part dragged the fuck out. It was so freaking boring. But the middle and ending part, the ending part was really cool. It was like, spoilers. The little girl that was like the daughter that played Julia Roberts on the show, she finally gets to see her last final episode of Friends. There's a lot of 1990s nostalgia bait here because I watched the fuck out of Friends, of course. Rest in peace last month, the late and great Matthew Perry. So, okay, let's go back to the reaction now. Okay, let's get it, bro. Let's go.
FFL caretaker. For now, we are at Lily's meet and greet. We are like
the meet and greets. This is so insane. I remember way back in the day, old school San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con had this. I think we get to Star Wars and like Movie Con, because I know Movie Con's a really big thing over here in the Strip in Las Vegas, but I never got to go. Just didn't have the money. That's what it is. Money in this fucking world sometimes. It's a bitch to have. I'm sorry I was preaching to the choir earlier, because I had to get that passion off my chest. And no hate to any of these four, whether it's Yuzu, these virtual VTubers, Shylily, Numi, Bao, no hate. I'm not spreading hate or animosity at all. They could get their bag, get the coin, get their Sims to like pay all their money and rent and dues and all this other shit for them. That's cool. And it's like I said in the older video. And shout out to my other virtual VTuber chick, the Australian chick. I was actually going to watch it. I was going to do a reaction Inception because she did a video on it too. Fuwa. I always forget how to say things. Fuwa or Fuwa-tuber? Fuwan. I think it's Fuwa. Fuwa-tuber. She's like a pink cat. She sounds like Natasha Nyanyers a little bit. I'll leave the link to her reaction down below. I didn't get to watch it yet, but very, very cute Australian. But she kind of has, I'm not trying to make fun of any of these people. Some people, they suffer from anxiety, depression. Some of these VTubers chicks. Especially her. She sounds like she's a very young. Like I think she has a lot of physical weak problems, like how Iron Mouse has. She's very, very tiny. She only has less than, I think, 10,000 subscribers. I think she's at 9K. I only heard about her in April or May. Very, very sweet kawaii desu. Adorable. Chef's Kiss VTuber. Fuwa. Fuwa's pretty cool. I like Fuwa. She's cool. I'm not even getting paid or sponsored by Fuwa-tuber. If you ever watch this Fuwa, what's up? She's awesome. She sounds like it's crazy. She sounds like an 8, 10, 12-year-old little girl, too. So I'm not even sure if she's using her IRL voice, but I think in real life, a lot of these VTubers are between age 20 and 25 years old, mainly the female ones. I don't know about the male ones. It might be my age, mid-late 30s, early 40s, who knows? Super cute chick. I'll check her out. No disrespect, and I swear I'm not making this about me, but one small other thing I forgot to say about when I was living in the ghetto, at least we had community. Community was such a huge thing. Because when I used to live, and I'm not doxing nobody over there, it was like smaller streets around Las Vegas, Nevada. After you go past Maryland Parkway and Katy, there was these other areas called Athens Street and Sahara Street, and then another street, Athens, Sahara, Maryland Parkway. Before Maryland Parkway was another Cambridge Street. Even though it was really, really like gun-toting every night, gangbangers were all over the place, I remember South Vegas Crips and freaking North Vegas Bloods. Bro, that was scary as fuck when I used to live around that area, dude. Big time. It was like a literal movie, a little Grand Theft Auto movie, except the only difference is when you get heat in the chest, for lack of a better term, when you get the rifle almost anywhere in your body, you're gone. There's like a 1-10% chance at the most you might survive, but you're pretty much dead IRL. There is no reset, re-click or exploitation, glitch, infinite money, glitch money to bring you back to life. You're dead IRL. And thank God no stray bullets ever hit me. There was almost a stray bullet that hit one of my friend's cousins when we were living in there, story time, when I was 13, 14 years old, still living in the ghetto hoods of Project of Las Vegas. And like I said before, any of these people that are tourists, like Shylily, especially her, she's not even coming from another state. She's coming from literally all the way around the world in Germany. And I'm sure, I never really did a lot of my research or studies. Europe, to me, is like a whole other different fucking planet over there. I don't know how people act, how they are over there. Maybe, the UK and Scotland and Ireland is kind of like America a little bit, to a certain extent. But the rest, Germany and Russia and all these other European places, to me, it feels like a foreign fantasy world. And maybe if I would go to certain areas and certain ghettos and hoods over there, they probably got a lot of their real bad areas, and they probably got nice little suburban areas too. Who knows? The only city I know over there in Germany is Amsterdam and maybe Luxembourg. That's probably it. The extent of my knowledge of Germany. And I'm not trying to throw shade at Shylily. Like, if I were to go over there, see really beautiful historical antique places, granted Germany especially. Oh, granted they got WW1, WW2. You see the small mustache guy, you know, the one that does that symbol. I'm really not supposed to talk on YouTube. It's the word that rhymes with Yahtzee. That's it. But yeah, I don't want to put a whole bunch of judgmentalism on Shylily. I hope and pray to God like none of her ancestors or any of that were a part of that neo, you know what I can't say on YouTube. I hope and pray she doesn't have any relatives that are R-word or bigots or any of that. I hope she came from a good home. I don't know. I'm not God, but now we could jump into it for real. This is probably going to be a half hour longer than 28 minutes than the other video was.
An hour and a half in, there's like a lot of people left, and we have to like do the next thing pronto, so I have no idea how.
Oh my God, that is new me. Because she kind of has like, I see what she is. I'm not taking it for what she is, but, and once again, I'm not trying to throw race in any of this, but I had noticed from like 2019 when I first heard about a lot of Japanese and European VTubers. I mean, look at that. And I did this for the Grand Theft Auto too. I swear I'm really not trying to make our race, or ethnicity or heritage or cultural background, because I even knew people that were Caucasian white dudes. I knew like 2 white boys that lived in Las Vegas, Nevada. Like, they were super cool with Mexicans and Hispanics and shit, and black people too, because they had to live in, unfortunately, no offense to trailer trash areas, because there are areas where there are poor, like lower class white Caucasian people. They live sweetest, nicest fools on the planet. Even when I was in community college freshman sophomore, I knew there's 2 white. I think they were mixed with Native American too. These 2 other white people. I'm not trying to make this whole video about me. Most of them are a lot of the middle upper class people that have VTubers. Because I heard the models are like what, $2,000, $4,000, $8,000, at the most $15,000, $18,000, $20,000, $1,000 to get a freaking all the models, the rigs, the nice ones. It's like buying a fucking car, a luxury car at that. That is some expensive ass freaking money. Anyways, other than that, yeah, just looking in the back because I have a digital clock back there to make sure we're wasting guys' time. Those things are expensive, and who has the most wealth? And this might be me in a bigoted racist way towards back, because I'm not saying African American people or black or Hispanic Latinos are lower middle class. I'm not super rich. You know, I gave a whole speech about having a computer engineering, busting my ass to try to move to the suburbs, which I did. And it's slowly starting to becoming a little like ratchet over here and sketchy, but not that bad. But it's not as bad as other areas. I know that for a fucking fact. I know nowhere in this earth, in this city, this town, this state, this planet will never be paradise. I know this. I'm aware of this. Even the most expensive ass areas like the Cook Islands, the Maldives, Tahiti, the nicer Filipino, nicer Samoan areas, it's never going to be paradise anywhere on this planet. I get it. This is globe Earth. It's never going to be peace. I get it. I understand. Sometimes it'll be peaceful and other times it'll be... Because they still got to get hurricanes and typhoons over there too. Eventually. It's going to be earthquakes and ruptures everywhere. I mean, a lot of them are either real middle upper class Asian girls or white girls. And this is not me. Like I said, I know she's an Asian race and ethnicity because this. I know you can't see it. I swear I'm not trying to be a R-word racist or bigoted, but a lot of these fools have a fuck ton of money. A lot of white Caucasian people and Asian people got a fuck ton of money. I know. I don't want to bring race into this, but I don't really see that many blacks or Hispanic Latinos that are VTubers. Like, what the fuck? The only one I know personally, not personally IRL, I don't really know them, is the cow one I've talked about a few times on the channel, Milky Ways. I know for a fact she's a Hispanic Latina chick because she was born and raised in Cali. I know that. I know that if any of you guys don't know who Milky Ways is, I'll leave the link to FuwaTuber's channel and Milky Ways. I'll either leave their Twitch or their YouTube account in the description box below. She's like the only one I know, but and there's even a race ethnicity thing there too. I didn't even know that. I don't know if this is a thing because Hispanic Latinos, like, there's some that look very, very, very white Caucasian upper class, like they got all the fucking goddamn money in the fucking world, and they got all their life situated and it's so perfect. It's a white picket fucking fence. I'm sorry if I'm probably going to lose a lot of subscribers saying that shit too, but it is. For if I have any white, Caucasian, or Asian people that are subscribing that have the white bare skin and they have a fuck ton of money, and I don't know. And if you were just born with a fucking silver spoon in your mouth, I'm not trying to have hatred towards you, okay? Maybe you had certain other circumstances where you had problems in your life occasionally. You know, yeah. Everyone on this planet goes through struggles no matter what race, ethnicity, or heritage, or background, or creed, or sex, gender, or even fools in the LGBTQIA plus community. I know they go through a fuck ton of crap. Even though personally I don't know, but from the stories I heard, it's soul crushing. It really is. And I'm not saying maybe she came from a super wealthy Asian family or super high class wealthy white family. She has that kind of like, not speech impediment. I hear her accent. I don't know what the accent is. Unless her mom or grandma or grandpa was like from Japan or China or the Philippines or and then Chinese Asian country or Korea, South Korean Asian country. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. That's what
I'm gonna do this. Lily really likes to take as much time as she can with the viewers because obviously she loves the fans. Everybody's been really hyped and excited. She's really good with the fans and it's like really freaking cute to see. I don't know. I just look at her with like hard eyes when I'm watching her.
So, Lily.
Oh, like the emote hard eyes that they do. That's one thing I've noticed. That's a one huge, massively landslide a lot of female VTuber chicks have as an advantage. They could look bummy, ugly looking, look like a little homeless person. They could literally be almost in the nude if they wanted to. They don't have to fix up their hair, look all sexy, look all hot, cute. This is what I noticed compared to like flesh tubers, the ones that like Alinity, Amaranth. What's the other one that had a speech lips impediment? The one I talked about her on this channel a while ago. Sweet Anita. I don't even know if any of these people are even relevant anymore. It's just, we're talking like 2018 to 2022 last year. Cutie Cinderella. Even the other two I heard about 2-3 years ago, Just to Minx. They don't got to worry about putting a bunch of makeup on. Make sure that, you know, their fun bags are big. Their butt's nice and big. Go into the hot tub. Looking like a sexy OF, Fansly model, Instagram model. Sexually appealing, sexually attractive chick. A lot of the flesh, physical YouTubers, Twitch streamers, or any other social media platform site that they're using, like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, OF, Fansly, maybe they have to worry about using a shit ton of makeup. Make sure they got the nice juicy ass, you know, chunchies, aka boobas, giant ass boobas, and a giant ass thick butt, nice legs, nice thighs. They gotta make themselves as sexually attractively appealing as freaking possible. I know YouTube's probably gonna shadow ban this because I said the word sexually a bunch. And then again, I don't get paid for this shit, so I get a claim for this shit. That's really stupid and R word as hell, honestly. But yeah, come on, bro. You know a lot of these fools got money, bro. Even though most of them do. I can't speak for every single one of them because I'm not a woman either, obviously. I have no idea what it's like to wear makeup or nail polish or any of this shit. Actually, the nail polish one I did once, I never fucking liked it, and I never will. Because that shit took like 2-3 months to get all that crap out of my nails. I think it was like my ex-girlfriend. They tried to play a prank on me while I was asleep. And I'm doing my nails, and thank God, they said they were going to do more too, but they said I would have got way more extra anger upset, and they're goddamn fucking right. Honestly, I would have went to jail or juvie, and I probably would have punched my ex-girlfriend in the fucking face. She would have put makeup and eyeliner and all that other extra shit that women put on. I don't know about lipstick and all that shit. I mean, I'll use chapstick, but that's different. Chapstick, so keep your lips from getting all dried up. That's different. I'm cool with the chapstick and a tiny bit of the eyebrow liner. That's cool because sometimes one of my eyebrows don't like fucking growing out that much. It only grows halfway, which sucks. But I don't even know what it's like to be a woman or a VTuber at all. And that's the thing. They have so many emoticons, so many features. They do all these facial expressions. They got like 1,000 million facial expressions. I heart expression like Numi was talking about. I don't know her name IRL. The same with Shylily. And her name wasn't even Lily in real life. It's something else. I don't even know. I've seen her face IRL. I mean, if you've seen the thumbnail of my last video and this video, I kind of showed her face, her IRL real life face already. But I cropped it really low so you don't get to see it too much. So that's not me trying to dox her either or take her identity away. And this is the thing. It breaks the fourth wall. They know a lot of these dudes. And I'm not trying to make Shylily or Numi or Yuzu or Bao, any of these other female top Twitch streamers, look bad. I'm not trying to make them look bad. I'm trying to make them look good. 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 I'm trying to make them I know she might have been sexually. There was even a real life picture shirt that says, "I got no freaking tits," and like her IRL face, she looked sad. She looked like she was broken. She was about to cry. I looked like it. I guess that's the reason she lost last self-confidence. Maybe that's why Shylily became a VTuber. She ends up to face any of that backlash of how she's got to look hot and super cute and sexy. She could always have that VTuber that looks eternally young and youthful and bubbly and sparkly forever. She can have that forever. She'll never have to worry about a VTuber getting old or getting wrinkles. Literally, she can have an eternal life as a VTuber. That sounds like some scary ass religion shit. Like they're trying, like humanity's trying to live forever. That's just how I see it. But let's move on.
It's a special case because I met her through streaming, obviously, and I grew to like her quite a bit already. And she was also the first.
This is my thoughts, views, and opinions. I'm not going to bother doing thoughts, views, and opinions at the end either. What did she say about Numi? Hold on. I'm sorry, guys.
So, Numi is a special case because I met her through streaming, obviously, and I grew to like her quite a bit already. And she was also the first friend I've ever met in person, ever since making friends in the VTuber space. I want her.
I thought last year she met these other two, like Shylily or, who else? Shylily and Trickywi. She didn't meet Trickywi? Or Nyanners? Or any of the V-Shoujo chicks? Wow, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
To just stick around for everything. I'm like a little leech where I'm like, Numi, come with me. Come, we have to go.
What's your favorite thing about Shylily?
Oh, wow. It's just so funny to see her do it in real life. I didn't just like a little leech. Like, Yumi, come with me, you have to go. I thought she was from Transylvania or Romania at first, but no. It's German. That's funny, man. Any people that highly doubt it, because most of them might think, personally for me, what I think a lot of my subscribers and viewers, mostly they're either watching from the United States, they're not watching from the US, or probably watch from here, Canada, UK, or Australia, and that's probably it. I doubt anyone's watching, excluding the UK. I know the United Kingdom is a part of the fucking Europe. I know my geography and topography very well. And Scotland, I know they're part of Europe too, but like, they're English-speaking countries. The other ones, they don't speak English over there. I think some still speak English, but it's mainly like what? Swedish, Finnish, Dutch, Hollandish, Austrian, German, Russian, all these other ones, Ukrainian. Oh, fuck, I almost forgot. The shit that's going on there. And then again, then the unfortunate WW almost 3 that's happening over there. And a lot of Arab Middle Eastern countries, they don't really speak English. That's not their first God-given born language that they're raised to speak and talk like. But like, that's the thing, like, most of my subscribers are probably either, I've checked, most of them, there's like, actually I have 2 subscribers in New Zealand. Shout out to you two that are still subscribed to me in New Zealand. You are awesome. The least ones are probably from Australia. Most of them I've noticed, besides most of them being here for the United States, is I didn't know how big of a UK, British, and Scottish, Irish fools. Like, shout out to my Scottish, Irish, and British YouTubers over there, man. And British viewers and subscribers. Thank you for being sub to me as long as you can. Unless you're coming here for the first time, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't ask for very much, but please subscribe and hit the bell icon notification. I know I don't say it very often. I don't like saying it often because they making me think I do this for a full-time job when I know. I do my motel job IRL. I kept it 100% real and authentic, uncut with you guys from day fucking one. You know this. I always wear my heart and emotions on my sleeve. Sometimes. I don't say every single personal private thing to you guys, but you know. You know this. Canada, I'm surprised. I don't got that many. I think I only got like, I think it was 25 or 125 of you guys are watching from Canada, which is still a lot. That's cool. But mainly, I think most of my subscribers, they come from, I notice, United States, UK, and Scotland and Ireland the most. If any of you guys are my Aussies and New Zealanders, hey, tell them about me. Spread the word about my channel. Just saying. And spread the word on these VTuber chicks' channels too.
I like how hardworking she is. It's kind of like that thing where when you meet somebody, you already know you guys are going to be like best friends. That's how I feel when I'm with her. So I just feel like a proud parent whenever I see her do things like this.
problem.
She's perfect. She's just the perfect fucking friend to have, and I hope that everyone finds the new me in their life.
I'm Cryo, and I've been a long-time VTuber watcher. I've been around in plenty of communities. I just went to go see Shylily at the meet and greet, and it was an amazing time.
Lily, could you sign my bicycle?
Oh, fuck. Why didn't I get to sign the bicycle?
I didn't.
Because I'm special. He's wearing my shirt. He's like,
You was wearing this earlier. Time to cut it off and preserve it.
The VTubing aspect, I think it just gives a way for people to be more...
Clearly enough, I shouldn't be laughing at that part. I really shouldn't be laughing. I need to cut his arm off and preserve it. Because I don't want to think that's some fucking cannibalism shit that's going to be coming in the not too distant, near or far future. Who knows? See, I wouldn't go that far because I remember when I met these other two YouTubers from way back in the days. Well, not even way back. Like 2019. And then again, way back in 2012. Even though he wasn't even a YouTuber. I said this story before. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this all about me, but it was 2009 or 2010. And this was at the height of when, even before, like, her half-sisters, Kendall and Kylie Jenner. Because I think those are a lot more for Generation Z, Gen Zers, that are growing up with watching the Keeping Up with the Kardashian shows. But I remember meeting before, no offense, not trying to throw shade, especially and not trying to throw crap at the LGBTQIA plus community, especially mainly the transgender community. I'm not YouTube. Please, YouTube algorithm. I'm not saying nothing bad about them. I remember when I met, well, her now is a woman now, but I still think that they're MAN, because that's her dead name. I swear I'm trying not to be as hateful and bigoted as possible. I'm not. I remember when I met, like, Kris Jenner's ex, that used to be their husband, Bruce Jenner. That's like the closest Hollywood celebrity I met. Literally met, which is insane. Next to, like, the dude that before he passed away, DMX. And before I met who else? I don't know if he was a rapper dude or not. Oh, yeah. You're not gonna believe this, but I actually did meet, as sane as fuck as it sounds. I almost met 50 Cent. I didn't get a chance to see him. No, Curtis Jackson. Who the fuck was it? I don't remember. It's drawing a blank to me, unfortunately. They were super humble as fuck too, thank God. I was nervous that they weren't gonna be. Oh no, it was a band member. One of the people from, I don't know if it was Haley Williams from freaking Paramore I met IRL at their concert, or Flyleaf. No, Flyleaf, bro. I met one of the band members on stage because they actually did like a concert here in Las Vegas, which fortunately a tragedy thing happened last week. I'm not gonna get into it. But unfortunate tragedy, pow pow, rifle shot, you know what, firearm incident happened at the UNLV campus. I can't say anything more than that, but yeah, sadly a tragedy event happened over there, and 3 people ended up passing away. I'm not going to get into more details of that. You guys could Google that if you want, sadly. That shit was heartbreaking as hell to hear, and I haven't been on that place for years. It's like 2012. Almost 12 years ago, 11 and a half years ago. And I met one of the female band members, chicks from Flyleaf. She was way sweet, super nice ass person. The band member, the guitar dude. The only person that was a jerk off POS, piece of shit to me, was the drummer. The drummer was an asshole mother effer. I don't know why he was. Yeah, I could go into a lot of speculations on that. That person I met, I almost met, what's it called? Yeah, like I said, 50 Cent. I met Flavor Flav. Freaking Flavor Flav, William Dre. And that was such a highlight of my freaking teenage years. Because when Flavor Love was going on VH1, reality TV shows were, yeah, Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian's like stepdad, Bruce Jenner, before he was Caitlyn Jenner. Now she goes by Caitlyn Jenner. I hate saying the word shit too, but gotta be politically correct, which sucks. PC culture, I swear, it's garbage. Political correctness, not fun. Yeah, I met him. He seemed like a chill dude, but I felt like he said some racist, bigoted undertones about blacks and Hispanic Latinos, honestly. I felt like he was like a closeted racist, honestly, in my opinion. I'm just saying. But yeah, let's move on.
Authentic, and they don't have to worry about stuff like their visual looks when they're on camera. They can be themselves. They can be...
I just said that.
comfortable in their own skin. It creates a very welcoming and warming environment, in my opinion, and that's kind of why I was initially drawn to it, and that's why I'm still going to these cons.
Got here the gun.
The VTubing aspect, I think it just gives a way for people to be more authentic, and they don't have to worry about stuff like their visual looks when they're on camera. They can be themselves. They can be comfortable in their own skin. It creates a very welcoming and warming environment, in my opinion.
They could become authentic and be doing it in their own skin. I'm not trying to make fun of them. Oh my god. I gotta be careful when my roommate's asleep, not behind me, but way in the back. Somewhere in the garage. Oh my god. Bro, what? This dude, I swear I'm not trying to make fun of this dude. That's so hard not to make fun of. I'm not trying to... YouTube, once again. YouTube algorithm. I'm not trying to bully, cyberbully, harass, do disinformation or misinformation. This dude, this guy right here is absolute Chad. He's a cool Chad. He seems like a chill dude. He needs to touch grass. Touch fucking grass, dude. If it's a welcoming, opening environment, that depends. Like I said before in the other video, Twitch and YouTube and all these other algorithms, especially with TikTok, those are other whole piece. I'm sorry, guy. Get an IRL girlfriend. I'm sorry. Get yourself an IRL real life girlfriend. Don't simp for these freaking VTubers. I don't give a shit about your fucking goddamn money. They're fucking goddamn profit, bro. Seriously. Get an IRL life. I mean, that's not me trying to kick a man when he's down, but dude, he's got to be a Gen Zer. If he's a millennial, I feel ashamed of being part of the fucking human race. Good fucking Christ. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Yahshua. Híjale son fucking madre. Hincha payaso, swear. Bro. I hope Shylily's really not manipulating her audience. I pray she's not manipulating dudes like this. Let's go.
Opinion, and that's kind of why I was initially drawn to it, and that's why I'm still going to these cons.
All right, Lily.
I'm sorry you had to see me spew that shit. I've never done that. That was an actual legit reaction. And I'm not to clean that shit up later, too, with a fucking lemon dispenser or something. I don't know. Wipe dispenser.
That's right.
I still feel like people have maybe an unrealistic standard that I can't live up.
Oh, that depends. Under realistic standards could be very, very subjective. I'm starting to see that unsubscribe button pretty soon from VTube moment and clips off. She says anything else I disagree with.
So that's also nerve-wracking. It's like, what if they think I'm too small, too tall, too skinny, I don't have a nice sense of fashion, they don't like my hair or the way it falls. Can I live up to the expectations moment, and am I making this a positive experience?
During the last 30 minutes of the Twitch staff tries to coordinate the massive crowding, speed up the Oh, man. Bro, that's almost like a freaking job career interview, bro. It really is. They had to speed up the process, bro. What? They're barely not going to be able to talk with her too long either, man. But it's like she said, Shylily, she wish she could speak to all of her fans, give them like a 1 hour or 100 hours each for every fan. But that's an impossible thing to do. And this is where the old ancient boomer word comes in. Time is money and money is time. Time well spent. That's not trying to sound like a cold-blooded corporate banking, stock and broker, hedge fund CEO, Bernie Madoff, Goldman Sachs, Jamie Dimon, freaking billionaire banking cartel person either, but a Rockefeller, Rothschild, World Economic Forum, Bilderberg, like trillionaire BlackRock, freaking, what's it called, Vanguard member either that owns money and the power in the world. But control the people, you control the food, you control the people. Some George Orwell shit, food for thought. But man, I feel bad for some of these fans that might not even get a chance to meet her done. That means they're probably gonna have to cut it off at a certain point. That is so sad, bro. Damn. All the money and freaking time and stuff they had to do in the vacation, they didn't get
Oh shit, let's go! Thank you so much. Oh, fuck. Thank you so much for supporting me, watching me. This is an experience of a lifetime. I'm sorry my voice is gone, but thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come to America and meet all of you. Thank you, thank you. Oh. With Flash? 2 more, let's see.
Perfect.
Is this supposed to be upside down?
No, but that's your podium.
Oh!
Oh, I didn't notice it said upside down. I saw all these on Twitter and Meta. Twitter, Meta, and Instagram when she took the pictures of these.
Let's go!
Oh, that's adorable. I feel like... Elgato make bank off of this. They make bank off of that, Elgato. Shylily's fatigue and sickness carries over. Oh, what?
Hi!
Sorry, I know you're getting tired.
No, don't worry. It's a lot on your body to be on con grounds for these many hours, but also being sick at the same time. I already
can have a little bit of sentimental, not value, but sentimental, like, understanding. It can. Like, I only ever went to 2 conventions. One was like a small hat people convention. And then another one I went to was like a... It's going to be embarrassing to say. Oh my God. I don't even know if I want to say it. It was like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like Marvel convention. But like, it was more like, not even in Vegas. It was over like in the next city in Henderson. It was like, almost like a comic book convention, but it was with like indie comic dudes, stuff from like Power Rangers. I think it was either a Power Rangers or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or a Spider-Man like convention thing. And bro, the times I had to stand and wait in so many lines was a bitch. So I can understand it from that point. I'm not doing no autographs or signatures. I'm just saying.
tell them, hey, I'm sick. And then it's their decision. I think only 2 people said, oh, okay, never mind. The rest was just like, oh, fuck it. And they still go in for a hug. Thank you so much. Hi! Oh my God. I love your cosplay. Let's go. Thank you. Have a hug. I'm sick if that's okay. Oh, that's okay, yeah. It's tough being sick, pumping through. It's not easy, and in complete honesty, a big portion of what did get me through was guilt. The guilt of, it's TwitchCon.
I know that just like a lot of us streamers, but I know...
Streamer and content. I don't know who this dude is next. Maybe some of you Gen Z, Gen Alpha kids know who he is. It's how much of an old man I am, but I don't spend barely no time at all on Twitch, so there's I'm out the loop on that.
Especially with her, missing one day of streaming or not getting to a certain event or not getting to see people, everything will destroy her. She literally bends over backwards for her entire community and for the people and for everybody in this community. She always puts everybody first, just to put a smile on someone's face, whether it be a friend, another creator, or even just a viewer or someone from her community. She treats everybody, you know, with the utmost respect and puts them first, always.
Thank you, something. Oh, that's so cool. What the fuck? Yeah. I love that. That is so sweet.
You get to have one of your own.
Yeah. Hello. How are you? Well, do you want one? I will get.
Oh, I saw this same thing before when I reacted last month, I think, to Iron Mouse, because I couldn't be there in person. Wow. Neegs. I've never heard of this one, but She looks like an elf with a little patchy bite. I remember Iron Mouse did this when I did that reaction 2 months ago, and I was like, it was in October, I think, or November. Last one, before when the TwitchCon thing was going on over here in Las Vegas. That means there was a lot of other VTubers using that technology. Wow. Straight up, not gonna lie though, look at that. Like I said in the last video, we're literally living in Ready Player One to a certain extent. Go look it up.
You want? Here, I'll give you one. I'll give you a blowhole. I got you. Have a good one. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, so sometimes we don't really feel like streaming. It's hard to describe, but it's usually just like blob of anxiety. But then once you are streaming, 10 minutes or so, not even 10, like 5 minutes in, it's all gone.
The pressure of streaming is thinking everyone will forget you if you take like a day or two off. And in fact, like one of her tweets before she left to come here, she's like, please don't forget me. I mean, how could you forget her? It's Shylily, right? But we as creators go through that. It's after you click that button and you got the wonderful community that you've created, that you get to be a part of, it all goes away.
Establish that community, but see, that's the thing. This is why I'll never be able to do YouTube or Twitch ever as a full-time job. I couldn't. Like, the second you bend over backwards to your freaking community, that's like me. I'm not saying I have no hate hands on my seats. It's actually I love the shit on my subscribers and viewers. I couldn't do this full-time job. This would burn me out and probably want me to take my own you-know-what. I will pass away and unalive myself. If I had YouTube as a full-time job, I would go ballistically insane. That's why every time it's around this time of the year, December, early January, I was like, take like 2.5, 3.5 weeks off so I don't burn myself out from just doing this for free. That's true. He's got a point. Has a huge point. I'm probably going to do a second part. I'm almost going on 1 hour. But true.
Forget about it.
And it's just worth it, especially when you go to conventions and stuff and you actually see the people. They feel happier, they feel comforted, they don't feel lonely, and it's just nice to see like the impact you have, I guess. That feeling is what you have to like keep close to yourself.
To resonate that feeling, like the hardness sleep. Heal my donor. Stream presents. Wow, it's done. So I already said thoughts using them. That's not just like living in a thing, like I said earlier, Ready Player Alone. We're almost living to the point where we're going in almost like, as is like reaching and going a little bit too extreme, like the Divergent movie series, Maze Runner, Hunger Games. We're almost on that level of freaking reality pretty soon. And then that other movie besides Ready Player One, the dystopian future shit, besides Ready Player One, we're kind of like living in, I hope we don't live in a Logan's Run universe. I pray we never live in a world of Logan's Run. Or we live in a world like fucking the Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson movie, Her. Go look that up. I used to say that all the time. Like that technology that other chick was using, Iron Mouse, and then the other one, that little thing. How do they control that? That one leads me on a paranormal's freaky side. Honestly, it does. I'm not trying to be funny at all. I'm actually dead fucking serious. Thoughts using them. How the fuck do they control that thing? Are they controlling that all the way? Because I know Iron Mouse, I think she lives in Puerto Rico or Puerto Rico. I don't know if she lives there still or she lives... Because a lot of descendants of Puerto Ricans, if they don't live like in a lot of the big areas like the state of Florida, they live in a lot of those areas where I was born and raised at. In Harlem, New York, a lot of the 5 boroughs of New York City. New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Ohio. Or a lot of them are born in like Massachusetts, Delaware. First generation, probably Puerto Rican Americans. Where else? New Hampshire. I think maybe a little bit in Vermont, I'm not sure. Philadelphia. And then 2 other states I'm trying to think besides that in Connecticut. Maybe Maryland, I'm not sure. And of course a lot of areas in Chicago too. There's a shit ton of Puerto Rican Boricua dudes out there. But then, I don't know. And some of them, like, even Dominicans too. That's the thing. I'm not even going to get into the race thing. I never got into race necessarily a lot in this thing. We're getting into that Joaquin Phoenix, Her type of freaking future already, man. I hope we don't get that far, but we're starting to see the little increments, in my opinion. This is just me talking. Just strictly me and my own opinion and viewpoint in life. Technology's starting to get a lot more extra creepy. Through the pandemic, scandemic, I know it was getting way extra creepy. Like, all the technology that China had. I hope we don't live in a Black Mirror world. We're kind of living in little increments and pieces of Ready Player One, Black Mirror, and freaking Her, the Joaquin Phoenix, Scarlett Johansson. I'll see if I link the link to the freaking thing below, and I'm probably gonna get cut off here. So that's all I gotta say for now, my friends. Anyways, 1 hour mark. Jesus freaking Christ, Mary and Joe's. And two other things I'll probably say if you made it all the way to the end of my whole ranting and blathering, barbarically huge ranting commentary shit. I know I kind of went emotionally bizarre in this bitch. I really did, but this isn't a 1 hour movie. It was just me extending it. But oh, what? Oh, I heard something like this. I might do a reaction on that Friday or Saturday. That dude, Moist Critical Charlie. I think he ended up being like a narrator for these three like Greek, Roman, mythological, Italian, like Norse mythology goddesses. That's VTubers. I didn't see the video yet, but I heard something like that. But that has nothing to do with this one. Number one, I'm glad Shylily has established his giant ass community. It may or may not last forever. It depends. One small, tiny little slip up or mistake she makes, she might lose that all in one night, which is extremely scary. That's not what I'm wishing for her either. This is longer than the Christianity on the A video I did this year. Holy shit. And then number two, like, yeah, I hope her health's not deteriorating over that. And like I said, when the pandemic, scandemic was happening, you know, the virus of the crown, as my boy Johnny, aka Jacob ISIRAEL says, I was going to show his Twitter, but I'll leave the link to Twitter down below. Or his X. Yeah, we're living in those times, bro. My personal views and opinions on it, yeah, Shylily, I hope she gets her health even back better, stronger than before. When she went back to Germany or whatever. How did they use those things, though? Those little, like, screen things like Geta? I was going to call her from the Pokemon Scarlet Violet Elite Four chick, Gita. I think her name was Greta, that elf VTuber chick. How did they control that? Did they control that with satellites or with drones? And wherever they're at around the world, they can just control it at that TwitchCon convention because they can't be there in real life, physically in person? Because I remember China. Bro, fucking China. I'm not trying to make this a political thing. Donald Trump and all that. Donald Trump. Orange man. I get it. He was right about China, bro. They're taking over. And sadly, this goes probably with Japan and South Korea, too. And North Korea. Like, technologically wise, they're doing leaps and bounds like crazy. They already got IRL mecha suits over there in China. They have that. They have flying drones to tell you to go back home into your house when the thing was happening. Australia did the same shit too. I gotta be very careful I say this on YouTube too. They said that shit too. New Zealand got way worse. I heard horror stories of how Aussies out there, you guys down there in the down under, I don't know if they call it KFC over there, but New Zealand, I think there's one dude, he tried to go to a KFC and he got arrested for like a whole, I don't know, it was a whole year, 6 months to a year in Australia, New Zealand prison. I don't even think that was a thing. He tried to get KFC himself instead of using an Uber or like, because they wanted you to use the curbside pickup shit. We saw so much, bro. I never thought I'd see so much technology being built this freaking fast in a blink of an eye. Where did all the time go? Back in 2007, 08, 09, when I was still Silver Timberwolf or Mega Man Wolf, and of course, Critical Guy Realization Man, which I used to be called Criticism Guy 09 at that. I had future predictions. A few of them came true so far. That one I didn't see coming. I mean, we already got self-driving cars with Tesla and self-driving this, self-driving that. They say by 2033 or 2035, everything on the roads is going to be 100% EV electrical vehicles. Even though they have a lot of their flaws, a lot of them are still blown up and burning on fire, especially the Teslas. That's kind of some creepy shit. Because when I go out to the gym sometimes, or when I'm going out from work here and there, when those Tesla things take off, you don't hear them at all. They're like silent, bro. Imagine those things taking off on their own. You know, they're probably controlling it maybe through like a joystick, like I do with those little playful drone things. And if any of you guys didn't even see that other movie, the one, the Pandemic Scandemic, the COVID, the whole lockdown of the world was happening, a lot of people were using their drones. A frick ton of people were almost losing their drones. Like, get pizza, get Uber Eats, get Uber Lyft, get Uber Drive. Like, ironically enough, this is how old and bizarre I'm going to be. I never used a DoorDash, Uber Eats, or freaking Grubhub ever. I still like getting it physically off the shelf, and we're not even getting that. It was literally just around the corner of my local Walgreens. So I was gonna get a Pokemon TCG thing, and they got everything locked behind a freaking like thing. You gotta ask the employee or the cash register person to open it for you. Bro, we're really. I'm not trying to become politics again, but this country, in the United States of America, maybe where I'm at, because I'm not that far away from California, or San Francisco. It's a billion times worse out there, from what I heard. I think they want you to like depend everything on the internet. That dude, Mr. Schwab, wasn't lying from the World Economic Forum. You will own nothing and be happy, and you will like it. I think it was you will own nothing, you will be happy. You will own nothing, you will like it. We're almost there. We're barely in 2024. We're not that far away. We're almost like half a decade, 5-6 years away from 2030, bro. And it breaks my heart a lot extra more than my nephew. I'm trying to get emotional. Most of you people probably left already, but the fucking nephew, man, he's gonna have to live through all this shit. He's gonna have to live through all this fucking crap, bro. He's gonna have to live through it all. God forbid he doesn't end up living through all this, bro. I pray and hope to God he doesn't. I mean, they showed it with China, bro. They really did. The way they have all their people as busy worker bees, pigeons, busy sheeps. I can't imagine how the Heavenly Father, Jesus, Abba the Father, Holy Spirits, Father God Almighty, Hashem, even feels about this. It's hurting, breaking my heart a little bit. It's breaking others, bro. I'm not even crying for this generation, bro. I know sometimes I'm a little hard on Gen Z, especially Gen Alpha. I'm not even a father either. And if it make almost a dude in his mid-30s, damn near almost 35 years old, cry like this, I can't even imagine for people that are parents right now what they even went through for those 2.5 years when the world was locked down. I can't even freaking comprehend at all how much pain and suffering they must have gone through if they were extroverts. That's I was lucky not to be, not an introvert, because I was an extrovert for a while anyways. But since I was thankful and blessed, I was able to live the life that I lived from 2007 to like at least early 2013. Right after I got out of college, university with my degrees and all that. And God, I lived life to the fullest, man. But it's sad that a lot of these Gen Zers and Gen Alpha, because they're not going to be able to have that same experience. It's just going to be through 3, 4, 5, 10 different screens and monitors and all that. All of that. It's absolutely fucking insane. It's freaking wild. Hold on. It's like with this bad boy right here. I don't really tell it to you that much, but that screen monitor. They're going to just have a whole bunch of screen monitors for the rest of their life. They'll never have no human interaction. These Twitch cons, I don't know how much longer they're going to last before they shut down the world again. God forbid. I'm not going to say who they are. I kind of said it earlier. These evil secret society, satanic origin places are on this planet, in my opinion. But God bless her, man. Even though she's not religious, God bless you, Shylily, for putting people's smiles on their faces. I think that's the whole reason why Hololive English with those 5 went super successful, because those during the whole pandemic, scandemic lying to you sort of thing, that they were testing out a lot of this technology. And this might be me reaching. This might get the video completely banned or whatever. God forbid if it doesn't, but that's what this stuff's for. But the device that I'm talking to you right now, I get it. I understand it. I feel it. God bless her. God bless Nui. God bless Bao for putting like smiles on people's faces during this time. Especially in the holidays. When it's Christmas over here in the United States, whether you celebrate it or not, this is when the depression and the blues and the stupors start happening. A lot of people go to drinking alcohol. They use drugs, drags. Or they might, want to be a best friend's VTuber. Like, I watch a lot of VTuber chicks too. I just started literally last year watching a few of them. I did a little bit with Hololive English. But I'm not getting sick, I swear. But that's just is what it is, bro. I don't know how much longer this technology is going to last, because they said something about a solar flare. And it's going to, not trying to do fear mongering, but knocking out parts of the electrical grid of America. And that's some scary shit there. I don't know about the rest of the world either, but imagine that happening for a few days, weeks, months, God forbid, years. And people like Shylily and people that are fans, people that are so engulfed and embezzled and entranced into this world, that are knee deep in this freaking world, that are mentally dopamine, they're just entranced. They freaking, what's it called? They're flooded into this world. It's so deep-seatedly, not interwoven, but not just even interwoven, but they're deep-seatedly, like, they're freaking immersed in this world, level of immersiveness. Imagine when you can't have that with AR, VR anymore. None of that shit works again. Me, I'll be okay. I got a bunch of crossword puzzles, art I could do, reading my daily bread for my spirit man, my La Biblia. And I could do a little bit of artwork and draw stuff, and go out old school fashion bird watching and shit, you know? I'll be alright, but for the people that have technology on 24/7, heart breaks how much psychologically that's gonna be take a toll on them. And that's it. That's all I gotta say for now. Right. Goodbye. Talk to you soon. Later. I'm out of here. Stay extra safe, stay cautious. Talk to you in the next future video. Goodbye.